He just loved being a firefighter more than anything. So when that got taken away from him through the tragic events of 9/11, it really took away who he was as a person to himself, but not to us. Not only was he a firefighter, but he was a great man. He knew who he was, and he was authentic as they come. He always introduced himself as, "I'm Billy Quick, FD&Y, mountain climber, and light beer drinker." That's how he would always introduce himself. Billy came to Portland in Oregon in the 90s because he was a mountain climber. So he came to climb Mount Hood. Billy, being the man he is, kicked open the first fire door he seen to introduce himself. He said, "I'm Billy Quick, I'm here to climb your mountain."
The brotherhood, the sisterhood that exists in the fire department among firefighters around the country, around the world, is really born of sharing the foxhole with somebody.
We had a brotherhood exchange. He loved coming to the Pacific Northwest. We loved having him.
They're there for you in your best of moments and your worst of moments, and that's what this job's all about. I mean, we literally go through it all together. We see each other at our best and at our worst. No matter what we do, we help each other out. No questions asked.
9/11 happens and they're watching it on the news, and the one interview that I see of a survivor is freaking Billy Quick. He's covered in soot and he's getting interviewed. If there was a camera, Billy was going to find a way to find it. He was just one of those guys. So we gathered our stuff, called in sick, and a couple of the guys said, "Where you guys going?" We said, "We're going to 9/11. We're like, "Are you kidding me?" And this is on the 12th. And they said, we're going to find a way to get there. We just saw Billy. We just felt we needed to go do something.
I think it goes up another level when you start risking your life for people. I think that just strengthens the bond because I'm relying on someone else and they're relying on me. And then you go back to the firehouse and everybody feels proud of the job they did. To me, that brings the brotherhood and sister up a whole nother level that you don't see on other jobs.
So we assisted. I think we were there for 5 days. It was super humbling. I was super proud to be there. And I think the third day, on our way in, Billy pulled over, said, "We're all going to get box cameras and we're going to take pictures, because this is history we're living through." And so we did that.
In the days after September 11th, the smell, it was overpowering. It was obvious that it was unhealthy. And yet, there they were, every single day, digging through the pile, looking for their fallen brothers and sisters.
And so you always stay humble and you always give when you can, and it always comes back to you. The thing with Billy, what came full circle is, yes, we kept in touch with him, and Lisa called us 10 years after that Billy was off the line and he was really sick. And Lisa said, "I'm worried about Billy. He's not going to his dialysis. I think he's given up." So we surprised him. We showed up at his door. We said, "Hey, we're taking you to dialysis tomorrow." So he said he agreed. He said, "Okay, I'll go in the morning."
Here we are nearly 20 years later. It's not just the 343 firefighters who died that day. The number who have fallen since then as a result of continuing to work on the pile for the days and weeks and months after the attack.
I had to go to sleep, and I heard a blood-curdling scream from his room. Lisa screamed. Wes and I ran in there. I could see he was on his chair, and I could see that he passed away. He ended up dying from complications from 9/11, mesothelioma, one of them. His lungs were bad, and he worked at that pile because he was on vacation every damn day.
We've all gone through an academy. We've all fought a fire. That's inevitable. You're going to go to a fire, and you're going to feel heat. It's something that you share, that it's the one common bond that we all kind of accepted. We're risking our lives.
I remember one of the chiefs in the ER thanking us for being there, and I didn't know what to say to him because I didn't feel like I needed to be congratulated for anything because I didn't save him. He said, "No, don't you get it? You guys were here so Lisa and the kids didn't have to be."
If you don't know what brotherhood is, go attend a couple fallen firefighters' funerals, and you'll see brotherhood. When there's a tragic death on the line of duty firefighter, it is true brotherhood that raises to the top. And so it's very powerful. You can't can it, you can't sell it, you can't teach it.
Crazy enough, we flew back that night. So we were getting ready to leave, and Lisa's like, where are you going? I said, well, we're going to go back to Portland. We need your home for your family. She goes, no, I need you guys at his funeral. I need you there. And we said, okay. So we flew back, got our dress uniforms, and came right back the next day. And so that's why when people kind of trivialize the 9/11 thing and just kind of cursory, oh man, that must have been tough. They don't realize, because it's not tangible for a lot of people. But I know especially people in New York City, it's still tangible and always will be.